If you check your blood pressure first thing in the morning and see a terrifying surge that sets off alarm bells, I need you to stop what you are doing and listen to this very carefully. Talk to 10 doctors about high blood pressure, and 9 of them will give you the exact same standard advice. Cut out salt, take your prescription, and lower your stress. But what almost nobody warns you about is the single most dangerous 90-minute window of your entire day. The hidden vascular spike that hits within seconds of opening your eyes. Medical emergency rooms around the world see a massive documented spike in cardiac and vascular events between 6 in the morning and 10 in the morning. This is not a coincidence. A sudden morning blood pressure surge is quietly responsible for more cardiovascular complications in adults over 60 than almost any other daily trigger. But here is the secret your physician rarely has time to explain during a rushed 10-minute office visit. That dramatic morning spike is almost never caused by worsening heart disease. It is caused by 4 simple mechanical triggers happening inside your body before you even step foot out of bed. Before we cover how to disarm those triggers, I want to speak directly to the person watching who wakes up, sees a frightening 150 or 160 on their monitor, and feels a wave of pure panic washing over them. I need you to hear me clearly. A high morning reading does not mean your health is failing, nor does it mean your body is broken. Vascular stiffness can be smoothed out. I have watched patients in their late 70s bring their morning numbers down by 20 full points in less than a month, simply by changing how they handle the first 15 minutes of their day. That window of improvement is not closed for you. That is precisely why I make these videos on Healthy 60+. I want you moving well, staying independent, and feeling strong long past the age everyone expected you to slow down. To understand why your morning numbers shoot up, let us take a look at what is actually happening inside your blood vessels when you wake up. The moment your eyes open, your brain dumps a natural surge of hormones, primarily cortisol and adrenaline, into your bloodstream. This is your body's built-in biological alarm clock. It is designed to tighten your blood vessels and force your heart to pump harder so that blood reaches your brain when you transition from lying down to standing up. In a young, flexible vascular system, the arteries expand easily to handle this sudden surge. But after age 60, our blood vessels naturally lose some of their elastic tissue. Now combine those stiffer vessels with a second hidden trigger: overnight dehydration. You have just spent 7 to 8 hours breathing, sweating, and sleeping without drinking a single drop of water. Your blood volume drops and your blood becomes significantly thicker. Think of cold motor oil sitting in a car engine on a freezing winter morning. When your heart tries to force that thick, sludgy blood through aging, stiffened arteries during a morning hormone surge, the pressure inside your cardiovascular system skyrockets like water pounding through a narrow, rigid garden hose. There is a third mechanical trigger that pushes those numbers even higher, and that is gravity shock. When you lie flat all night, your blood pressure is distributed evenly across your body. If you leap out of bed the second you wake up, gravity instantly pulls blood down into your legs and abdomen. Your brain senses a sudden drop in pressure at the neck level, panics, and signals your heart to squeeze violently to compensate. Finally, there is a fourth trigger that almost everyone overlooks: your bladder. Over the course of 7 hours, your bladder fills up. A stretched, full bladder stimulates your sympathetic nervous system, triggering your body's fight-or-flight response. This reflex automatically clamps down your peripheral blood vessels. If you strap on a blood pressure cuff immediately after waking up with a full bladder, you are measuring sheer nervous system stress and panic, not your true baseline blood pressure. The good news is that fixing this morning surge does not require doubling your medication doses. It simply requires disarming these 4 mechanical triggers before they hammer your cardiovascular system. The first step in our protocol is what I call the 60-second bedside pause and hydration anchor. As I mentioned, the single biggest mistake seniors make is leaping straight out of bed the moment they wake up. Tomorrow morning, I want you to practice a smooth 3-stage rise. When your eyes open, stay flat on your back for 30 seconds and take 3 slow, deep belly breaths. This sends a neurological signal to your nervous system that there is no emergency. Next, swing your legs over the side of the bed and sit upright on the edge for 60 seconds. While sitting there, pick up a glass of room temperature water that you left on your nightstand the evening before and drink the entire 8 to 10 ounces. Drinking room temperature water at that exact moment works wonders. Cold water can cause a mild reflexive tightening of the stomach blood vessels, but room temperature water absorbs rapidly into your bloodstream. Within 10 to 15 minutes, it thins out that thick morning blood, reducing its viscosity so your heart does not have to push sludgy fluid through your arteries. At the same time, giving yourself that 60-second sit allows the pressure sensors in your carotid arteries to recalibrate naturally without triggering a panic response. The second step is the evening vasodilator prep, because the battle against a morning blood pressure spike actually begins the night before. To keep your blood vessels soft, relaxed, and wide overnight, your body relies on a vital molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide signals the smooth muscle inside your arterial walls to relax. However, as we age, our bodies produce significantly less natural nitric oxide, which is why blood vessels tend to clamp down tightly during the early morning hours. To boost your natural nitric oxide levels, drink a small 4-ounce glass of pure beetroot juice or mix a spoonful of unsweetened beetroot powder into water about an hour before you go to sleep. Beetroot is packed with natural dietary nitrates that your body converts into nitric oxide while you sleep, keeping your blood vessels soft and dilated right through the early morning window. Now, here is a crucial secret that most doctors forget to mention. Do not use strong antiseptic mouthwash right after drinking your beet juice or before bed. Antiseptic mouthwash kills the beneficial bacteria on your tongue that are required to convert dietary nitrates into active nitric oxide. If you wipe out those mouth bacteria, you lose a massive portion of the blood pressure benefit. Along with your evening nitrate drink, consider eating a small handful of pumpkin seeds or talking to your doctor about a mild magnesium glycinate supplement before bed. Magnesium acts as a natural calcium channel blocker, preventing the smooth muscle in your blood vessel walls from contracting tightly overnight. The third step is sympathetic unloading before you take your morning measurement. As we covered, a full bladder can artificially inflate your systolic blood pressure reading by 10 to 15 points. If you take your reading while holding your urine, you will get an inaccurate, terrifying number that ruins your entire morning. The proper morning sequence is very specific. Get out of bed slowly after your 60-second edge sit, walk straight to the bathroom, and empty your bladder completely. Afterward, walk over to your comfortable chair, sit down with your back supported and your feet flat on the floor, and rest quietly for 5 full minutes. Do not check your smartphone, do not turn on the morning news, do not engage in stressful conversations, and do not drink coffee yet. Place your arm on a table so the cuff is supported at the exact level of your heart. Only after those 5 quiet minutes should you press the start button on your monitor. This ensures you are measuring your true, relaxed baseline pressure, rather than a surge caused by a full bladder or morning rush. If this is the first time someone has actually taken the time to explain why your blood pressure spikes in the morning instead of just telling you to cut out salt, please take a quick second to subscribe to Healthy 60 Plus and share this video with a friend or family member who manages high blood pressure. To show you how powerful these simple mechanical changes can be, let me share the story of a patient I treated named Harold. Harold was 73 years old, retired, and living in constant fear. Every morning his alarm would go off, he would jump out of bed, march straight to his kitchen counter, and strap on his blood pressure monitor. Day after day, his morning reading sat at a terrifying 158/94. He was convinced his medications were failing and that he was on the verge of a major stroke. The sheer anxiety of seeing those high numbers made his heart race, driving his pressure even higher. When Harold came to my office, we did not add a single new prescription pill to his daily regimen. Instead, we completely restructured his morning mechanics. I had him place a bottle of room temperature water on his nightstand. We taught him to sit on the edge of his bed for 60 seconds, drink his water, empty his bladder, and sit quietly in his armchair for 5 minutes before touching his blood pressure cuff. At night, he added a small glass of beet juice an hour before bed. Within just 3 weeks, Harold brought his morning blood pressure log back to my office. His average morning reading had dropped from 158/94 down to 128/82. His prescription medication had not changed at all, but his morning protocol had. By removing the physical shocks of gravity, dehydration, and a full bladder, his vascular system was finally able to stay calm and stable. There is one more advanced topic you should discuss with your physician, and that is medication timing, known in medicine as chronotherapy. Many people take all of their blood pressure medications first thing in the morning. However, for people who experience severe morning spikes, medical research shows that shifting certain medications to nighttime under a doctor's supervision can offer much stronger protection during that vulnerable early morning window. Never alter your medication timing on your own, but write this exact question down for your next medical appointment. Is my current blood pressure medication timed to protect my morning window, or should we adjust when I take it? Starting tomorrow morning, you can take complete control of your health by implementing this simple 2-minute bedside routine. First, practice the wake-up pause by lying flat for 30 seconds and taking 3 deep belly breaths. Second, perform the edge sit by swinging your legs over the side of the bed, sitting upright for 60 seconds, and drinking your glass of room temperature water. Third, complete the slow rise by standing up smoothly, going to the bathroom to empty your bladder, and sitting quietly in a chair for 5 full minutes before taking any blood pressure readings. Your action plan for tonight is very straightforward. Put a glass of room temperature water on your nightstand, prepare an evening nitrate-rich drink like beet juice, avoid harsh mouthwash before bed, and write down that medication question for your doctor. Fixing your morning blood pressure mechanics is a massive victory for your heart, but there is another hidden morning indicator that most adults over 60 have never had evaluated. It is a specific spike in your resting morning heart rate that signals stiffened carotid arteries long before a stroke ever occurs. In my very next video, I'm going to show you how to test for this hidden sign using nothing more than 2 fingers and a wristwatch, along with the exact steps to take if your numbers show that your arteries need extra support. I am Dr. Callahan with Healthy 60 Plus. Stay strong, protect your blood vessels, and I will see you in the next video.